What's up, everybody? Welcome back to D-Train Games. We are here today going to be starting our very first main Great One grind. We've got our herd management grind where it's only down to just $2. I couldn't get them down to be anything smaller than what they are, but I'm tired of waiting on them, and I'm going to go ahead and start my main grind. I also know that we will be finding a lot of solos while we do this, guys. So we're going to be doing herd. We're not going to shoot our level 5s today unless we get satisfied with our herd management. Give me a second. Let me get things set up. What's up, Colton? Top fan number 1. Let's go, man. What's up, VR? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. What's that? Said, guess what? What's going on? Alright, guys, I'm not waiting any longer. Let's jump right in. Now, like I said, we're not taking out level 5s today, guys, unless HM gets completed. I do have the majority of my map HM right now. I still have 2 bucks, maybe 3, that are being stubborn and will not be level 2s for the life of me, or at least tiny level 3s. But I'm tired of waiting for them, so we are going to begin our main grind today, guys. But I'm sure we'll find more bucks that are just going to disappear on us and be solos today. So we're going to be doing our main grind, but also herd managing at the same time as bucks disappear. But hope you guys are ready. I know I am. Let's jump right to our first pawn and let's get this underway. I think what I'm going to do is actually... start at the top and work my way around to the bottom. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, we'll start here. Oh, nice, VR. Nice. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure that you get the weapon pack with the 308 as well, so you can take down medium game animals. And I think it might actually have some medium game animals in there, if I'm not mistaken. Also, guys, I just want to let you all know that this is going to be a short stream today. I don't have very long to stream today. I've got about an hour and a half. But we'll see what we can't do in the meantime, guys. And then throughout the week, if throughout the week, I am planning on streaming or grinding off stream, guys. So if I find anything cool, I will make sure I make a short of it, guys. But like I said, the level 5s are going to remain on my map. We've got 6 of them now. We got another one to spawn in last night. So we've got 6 level 5s. 2 of them, I believe, are solos. But we are going to leave them, guys, until I am satisfied with my herd management. And then we'll take them all out. But we are going to do our main grind either way. And we'll just shoot out any level 2s that appear at our main zones. You have gotten 6 rares in one run without even sticking the rares. Do you mean shooting them, Colton? Is sticking another way of saying shooting them? That's awesome, man. That's a lot of rares. The only rare I found lately was that moose that I made a short of, if you haven't seen it. And that thing was a wicked shot. It was at 360 yards, I believe it was 360. And it was behind a tree and everything. Alright, let's see. Who's going to be the first one to get a bullet today? Let's start with that guy. He's giving us a good shot. First deer of the grind, guys. Here we go. I don't know. I don't think I hit that other one. Oh, we did hit him. We just didn't get him very good. That's alright. We'll let them go. Oh, I forgot my calculator. Give me 1 second. Gotta add this to the count, guys. We're at 101. That makes it 103. Or excuse me, 104. No? 101 plus 2. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's 103 right now. Forgive my bad math at the start. Oh, yeah, I don't stack rares, Colton. The only animals I stack is level 5s. Unless you meant to say those. You have all the rare furs for them? Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm hoping I'll get most of them. And like I said, this is not going to be my first Mule Deer Great One grind. I love them a lot, but probably a little bit more than the whitetails, just because I like the animal a little bit better. So I am planning on doing multiple of these grinds, but I think that I'm going to do them on different maps. I think I'm going to do 1, maybe 2 on this map. as long as I love the grind. If I get tired of the grind on this map, I'm going to switch to Silver Ridge. Because I really want a great one off Silver Ridge, and I'd like for it to be another mule deer. And then from there, I'm going to go to Moose, and I'm going to try to get a moose off this map. And then from there, we're going to go to, trying to see how well this map... Colton, do you know if this map is good for black bear? I know I told you I was going to do a black bear grind, and I was going to probably do it after my moose grind. But it's probably not going to be till next year. Again, there's a big announcement I'm going to be making to you guys. Well, it might happen this year, you never know. But there's a big announcement I'm going to be making around the 15th about how I'm going to spend the rest of my year on my channel. And I'm not going to tell you guys about it right now, but some of you will love it, and some of you guys will be like, nah. But let's see. There's one of my big level 5s, guys. I think that's our biggest one on the map right now, guys. That rack right there is my biggest level 5 on the map right now. He is a brute. Again, guys, where I'm just starting today, do not expect my shooting to be all that great. Even when I'm playing by myself, when I first start playing the game, I'm a little bit off for the first little while, and then as I play the game, I get better and better. So my shooting will be a little bit rough at the beginning. Here in about 20, 30 minutes, or maybe sooner, my shooting will be a little bit better. See, I don't know if I got them both or not. I think I saw one limping, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we hit another one at least. We'll still track him for a little while, see if we killed him. I don't want to leave anything and not claim them. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh, they're not good on this map, Colton? Oh, that's rough, buddy. Oh, man. I was really hoping to do it on this map because I was wanting to get one of them with the snow on its back. I was literally going to wait for a day that it was snowing before I shot mine. I don't know, man. We'll see. I might still do one in the future, but we'll have to see. It's probably going to be on another map then. I'll look into it though. When it comes around time for me to consider doing a black bear grind, I will look into it and see if it's something I think I can do. Because even if it's not that good, as long as it can be done, that's really all that matters to me. As long as it's at least a grind that I can do. I might look into it. But if it's just pathetic on this map, man, I don't know if it'll happen. I don't really have very much interest getting a black bear on other maps. I was really wanting one because of the fact that the map is a white map, and I was wanting to get a black bear off of it. Because it would look so cool with a snowy background. But what you been up to, VR? What you been hunting for if you're still in the stream? I don't know if you're still here or not. It's just showing 2 people. I think it's just me and Colton, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we hit both. Okay, we got 2 deer. Apparently. I don't know if we killed both of them or not. No, we did. Okay, where's this other one then? Please tell me it's all 3 bucks. I don't know if this is a doe or if it's the other buck I shot. I might need to go and track that other deer too. Is it the buck or is it a doe? It's a buck. Let's go. We got all 3. And with that in mind, let's actually jump back over here, guys, and we're going to track that other buck. And just in case he died as well. Okay, so I got to add 2 more. No, that was 3 more. So let me add 3 more. Delete, 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 delete. So we're at 106 now, guys. Unless he despawned. If this one despawned, it probably won't track it. Yeah, it may have despawned, guys. We may have lost this one. Or at least he may not be able to be tracked. Come on, Duke. I do know they ran this way, though. So we'll bring Duke a little bit closer, see if he finds it this way. If not, we'll just move on. Okay, yeah, so he either despawned or he didn't die. You went trout fishing 2 days ago with my dad, and I caught more than my dad. I caught 8, but he caught a behemoth of one. Dude, how big was his? That's awesome, by the way. You got 8 trout, dude. That's amazing. I haven't been trout fishing, I don't think, since like 2006. My dad and I used to go quite a bit though in the early part of the year, like around January, February, and we would take rooster tails and we would just go to these little sloughs and hollers and we'd just throw rooster tails around. The guy right there looks like a good one. Just gotta get the right angle on him. There we go. Oh, well, we hit him. He ain't going down, though. I didn't aim high enough on that one. I don't know if I hit him in a good spot or not. 19 inches, dude, that's a beast. Congratulations to your dad, man. That's a monster. The biggest trout I ever got was like 2 pounds, I think. So it was a decent one for the trout in those lakes. Because the lake that we fished in, they didn't get like huge, but they got pretty big sized. And for that lake, a 2 to 3 pound trout is actually pretty big. Now, like I said, well, I don't think I've said this yet, but what my plan is today, guys, for anybody who might be lurking or anything, we're going to do maybe 2 or 3 runs in my main zones, and then I'm going to go around my extra zones and shoot out any solos that might be there. So we're doing herd management as well today, guys. And again, we're not shooting the level 5s at all until I'm satisfied with my HM. Once I'm satisfied with my HM to move on, we will move on. Yeah, we got this one too. Okay, good. I believe we did at least. Let me see. Is the pressure on top of where I shot him? I think it is, yeah. Okay, so we got all 3. Actually, this would be 4, actually. Yeah, so this would be 4. So that's really good. We got 4 bucks off this lake. I guess my shooting's going to come back to me pretty quick. Started off a little rough, and I'm actually doing pretty good now. Oh, you never caught one before? Dude, congratulations on your first trout, man. Yeah, I love rainbow trout. My favorite time to get them, though, is whenever they're hitting around the surface of the water. I absolutely love using little rooster tails and cranking them in really quick. And they'll come up right near the surface and hit your lures where you can watch them hit it. And that's my ultimate favorite way of fishing for trout, or really anything. I love topwater fishing in general. When you guys get to watch the fish hit you. Doing a good job, Duke. What's down there? Oh, herd of elk. Now, guys, I got something to tell you about this zone. I'm actually going to destroy this zone. Not yet, because there's a level 5 in it. But what we're going to do is we're going to start shooting this zone like normal. If these bucks become level 2s, we're going to leave them as level 2s, and I'm going to ignore this zone because it's a very annoying zone to deal with. But what I might actually do is I might actually try to destroy this zone because I really want a zone over here on this pond. I really want a zone to move over here or over here because these 2 ponds are amazing and I would love to hunt them on these ponds. I just don't have any zones. I have a solo zone on that one pond and that's it. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do with this zone, guys, is for the time being, I'm thinking that I'm probably going to leave this zone as it is. And just shoot out any level 2s or tiny bucks for the time being. Because with this zone here, guys, if there's my level 5, and I want to keep him for herd management. So I think that what I'm going to do is leave this zone as it is for now and shoot out any of the medium or small ones, like this little 131 down here. I will shoot him, and then possibly try to get another one if I can. But I think I'm going to destroy this zone in the future, guys, and hope that it goes to a better pond. Because I really don't like this zone. It has a lot of trees around it. It's not that easy to hunt. So, I'm going to keep it for now just because it has that level 5 on it. But, when time comes for whenever all the rest of the map is managed, guys, and it's time to destroy it like leave herd management behind, I'm going to destroy this pond and hope that it goes somewhere better. But like this run, so this is what we're doing, guys. I just now made up my mind. We're gonna do 1 run of the main grind, and then we're gonna go around our extra ponds and shoot them out. And if we have any extra time left over, we'll go to our main zones again. So we're going to do all our main zones, followed by herd management. And that's how we'll handle it for the day. Why are these guys over there? This zone's always in the middle. Well, might have to move this a little bit then. Because if these deer, if they're going to be potentially moving around, I'll have to move this. Because I don't want them over there in those trees where I can't shoot them and see what's over there. There we go. Yeah, I know, Colton. I did have a zone. So, Colton, the sad news is that I actually had a zone here at one point, and I forgot to watch my pressure, and I ended up destroying it, and it moved over here. So this zone actually used to be over here. And there was a pack of wolves that actually attacked me while I was over there hunting, and because it was too close to the mule deer zone, it actually destroyed it. So that's the reason why I don't have zone there anymore. The zone that I'm wanting to destroy was the zone that was originally there. And it was a great zone. I loved it to death. I was wanting to keep it as a main zone entirely, but because I got attacked by wolves and it was too close, it destroyed that zone. Where'd you go, dude? There he is. Wasn't there one closer? I guess Duke's wanting to do the one that ran away first. It's interesting. I'm right here, buddy. We did get all three, though. Yeah, Colton, I used to have that zone where I wanted it, but the stinking wolf attack destroyed it on me. That was a sad day. And the worst thing about it was that I knew I should have just let them kill me. But at the same time, it's like I thought I was far enough away from the zone to be able to shoot them all, and turned out it wasn't so. Oh, 6 bluegills and a bass? That's awesome, man. Were you fishing with knot crawlers, or were you using lures? Whenever I do farm fishing, when I do farm fishing, my favorite thing to do is fish for largemouth. If a pond has bass in it, that's usually what I'm going after. I love bass fishing in farm ponds. I like bluegill fishing too, but I'm more for using lures and trying to provoke attacks than I am for just sitting and waiting. But it's still fun though. I love both ways. You're using lures? Oh, nice. What'd you catch the bluegills on then? I used to use a little teeny tiny Rapala is what I used to use. A little bitty tiny crankbait. And I used to catch bluegills on that all the time and crappie. Also, guys, for anybody who might be lurking in the stream or actively chatting with me, make sure that you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. Hopefully we'll draw in some more people today. We did lose a subscriber recently, guys, but we're still 11 away from 400. So we are very, very close to getting to 500, guys. Honestly, that buck right there would have been a good one to actually herd manage anyway, so that was a good one to shoot. Alright, Duke didn't want to track the other buck for whatever reason, so we're going to come back here and track him. There we go. Now we'll track the third one. Duke tends to do that to me. He'll usually track the closest one, and then he'll track the furthest one, and then he'll do the one in the middle last. I don't know why my dog does that in this game, but I have noticed that. Whichever buck was the closest one is the one he'll go with first, and then whichever one was the farthest one, he'll go with that one second. Yeah, this guy was just right here, so I don't know why he didn't go after this one second, but whatever. We'll take it. Alright, that's another 4. It's actually 5 because I didn't count that last buck off that last spawn. So we're at 111 now. See, did I skip any zones? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Okay. He was using some yellow worm on a small hook and a weight on the top. Oh, that's a good strategy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a good way of getting them. If you're talking about a floating worm, I think that's what you're talking about, is using a floating worm. That's one of my favorite things in the world to use in a farm pond is these big the plastic worms that float on top of the water. I love to put them next to a cover and let them sink so far down to where they're going to be below where I can see them. And then as soon as they're out of sight, I'll give them a twitch and pop them back up to where I can see them again. And that usually drives largemouths crazy if they're wanting to hit topwater. If they're not really active that way, then what I normally do is I will let it be on the bottom, and I'll just kind of pull it up, twitch it a little bit, let it sit back down again. And I'll let it sit there for about, I don't know, about 10, 15 seconds, and then I'll pull it up and twitch it again. And that's a really good way to get largemouth to bite. Dude, that is such a big buck. I'm going to leave that buck because he's got a big estimate. Even though he's level 4, I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave him. This guy's giving me a better shot. Nope, that was a bad shot. The second one was, at least. There we go. That's going to kill him. See, can I get the third one? Yeah, I did. Okay, we got all 3. Let's go. Let's see about the other side. That guy's got his back turned. I don't like that too much. I think this side just has the 1 buck. I'm pretty sure it does. So hopefully he's not a solo, but if he is, we'll take him. Yeah, that's a really good bait, Colton. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Yeah, that's a good setup for sure. That is definitely a good setup. I'm actually going to end up with extra tents on this grind, guys, because there ain't as many zones that I'm wanting to as a main zone from where I'm wanting everything to be on the frozen lakes. So I think that I'm just going to use extra claiming tents this time around. We'll have a much heavier herd management from where I'm being more picky with my zones, and I'm going to use my extra tents as extra claiming tents instead of having more places to hunt. I believe that's what I'm going to do on this grind. That way we have a higher diamond count. We may not have as big of a kill count, but we have a higher diamond count. At least that's my hope. That's 2. So we got 4 here, so let's go ahead and add that up. It's going to make it 115 now. What's up, Luke? We're beginning our main grind and also doing herd management at the same time, man. We're currently at 115 kills in, I believe. What you up to, man? Yeah, we're doing 1 run in our main zones, and then we're going to do a 2nd run in the solo zones. And we're going to keep doing that throughout the day today. Yeah, I hope so, Luke. How many are you in, man? How deep are you? I started with just a herd management grind. I started on the ponds that I didn't want the great one from, just grinding, just trying to get them down to level 2s and tiny level 3s. And I've got that done pretty much, except with the exception of like 3 bucks. And they refused to be anything small, so I decided just to go ahead and start my main grind today. And I have about 6 level 5s on the map right now, so I'm going to leave those alone until my map is fully managed, and then I'll shoot them all. Where's the other bucks? I lost track of them. Oh, he's going to crest the hill. Oh, we got him. Oh, we got him. Nice, nice. Oop. I thought I saw something going over that hill. I was too high up. At the tree. You're at 14K? Dude, that's awesome, man. Or not 14K, it's my 1.4K, but that's amazing, dude. Yeah, I think if I'm incorrect, you guys can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that the average kill count for mule deer right now is like sub 2,000. Am I correct with that, guys? They're about the same as the whites. They're not well. They're not as hard as a whitetail. They're like right around like sub 2,000 most of the time. I'm pretty sure that's correct. That they're like a medium difficulty buck as far as like numbers. Ooh, so man, both of you guys are about to a great one probably then. Yeah, I'll catch up with you eventually, guys. It's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit of work, but I'll get there eventually. And like I said, guys, after our stream today, it's gonna be a short one. I've only got about another hour and 10 minutes to stream today, but I am gonna continue grinding off stream, guys. And if I end up getting my map where it's herd managed and I'm ready to shoot the level 5s, I will hold off at that point of grinding until we're ready to do another live stream. That way you guys can get to see me take them out. But I will tell you that I think that 3 of them, I know that 3 of them are all solos. So half of my level 5s are on main zones, and then the other half are solos. But I'm leaving them either way, and then whenever it comes time, I'll just have to remanage them, I guess. All right, so we got a little bit of time left over. That's all of our main zones, guys. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and check the easy zones to get to. Well, that's not where I meant to go, but as far as my solo zones where I usually see bucks appearing, I'm going to go and check them out real quick. Yeah, that's my point, Luke. Yeah, they don't go over that much. Like most of them are sub 2,000 that I've seen. Get a diamond that scored 342. I've got a monster right now on my map. I don't know what he is because I haven't shot him yet, but I've got a beast on my map right now. Your biggest is 338, Luke? Oh, that's a monster, man. Yeah, I don't know what my biggest one is yet. Like I said, I don't have any diamond muleys at all. Whenever I shoot these level 5s, guys, they will be my first ever in 3,000 hours in this game I've ever got a diamond mule deer. Just simply because I've been grinding great ones for about the last 2 years. But that's where I'm at with the muley. Whenever I get my first diamond, that is officially D-Train's first diamond muley he's ever gotten. I've got some golds that have like the true racks on them, but they just didn't make diamond. Unfortunately. I meant to stop at this spawn, but I forgot about it. We'll just run up here and see what's up here real quick. No. Here. You're close to 1,800? Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, Colton, I think you're going to get it at any point. Just keep your eyes open for like any like odd stuff happening. I've been watching Scarecrow's on my streams and not his streams, but his videos and some of Flinter stuff. And most people say that the mule deer is one of those species on the game that gives you hints as to whenever it's going to appear. Like you'll just notice that your animals will just not be behaving as the same like at all. Like you'll just randomly get animals that are just not showing up to the zones on normal times. You might get some bucks that are just refusing to be anything but level 2s. And, yeah, like, I've heard that your map will go out of whack when around the time that you're starting to get a great one. Of course, there is a few people that just got it out of nowhere, but most people was, like, like, their map was not acting normal at all. But, yeah, Colton, I think that both of you guys are very close to getting your great ones. Again, though, you never know when they're going to come. I mean, I could get mine and, on the very next kill. You never know, but I'm hoping that that my pheasant will be the one and only grind that ever takes me above 2,000 kills. That one was a nightmare, man. I loved the pheasant grind to death. I definitely would like to do another one at some point, but probably won't be for a while. 3,700 kills kind of did me in for a while with that species. Okay, I don't see any other bucks that ain't supposed to be here. Of course, that could change the next run. Oh, wait, hang on. There's one. There's one that don't need to be here. What about his buddy? Okay, his buddy's good. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, they really are, Luke. They're a great, great one. No, no pun intended, but yeah, they're a really, really good animal species to hunt for. Definitely do it on South Sweden. It's the easiest one. Just do it with tripods and tents. Maybe some bird blinds if you don't want to use tripods in certain areas. But yeah, it's an amazing grind. And I don't know if you were there for my grind whenever I was doing it, Luke. But if you want to go back and watch some of my live streams, the setup that I had for them was absolutely amazing. Using just the 22 and tripods. And then just using the shotgun for any birds that might make diamond or anything bigger and special. Yeah, that's a big boy. Alright, now we gotta run up here. You're 3,200 in the pheasants? Ooh, that's rough, man. Yeah, most pheasants are actually sub 1,000. Most people get them like before you even hit 1,000, but there's a few people like me and Colton, unfortunately, that just, it takes a long time. I think that pheasants is one of the most inconsistent great ones in the world. I will say that. I will say that I think that the pheasant is the one great one on the game that's like very unpredictable. Because everybody that I've seen gets them at such different numbers. Some people get them sub 1,000. A lot of people get them like above 2,000. So I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but I really think the pheasant is one of those great ones. It's like you can't tell when you're going to get it. I think it's like completely random. Now, guys, this is a solo level 5 where we're going right now. This zone, I wanted to manage it, but we ended up getting a level 5 in one of the places. So I am going to leave him. I'm just coming up here to see if there's any other animals that joined. There's one that's herd managed, and it should be a level 5, and that should be all that's here. If anything else is here with them, hopefully it's just another level 2 or something, but I'm guessing it could be possible to have more than 2 bucks on this pond. But it's a teeny tiny little pond, and it's a solo zone only, so... Yeah, that's the way I am, Luke. I've only had 2 grinds that went above that. Nope. I guess I can't say that then, Luke. I've only had a couple that was sub 1,000, but most of mine are sub 2,000 though. I've only got 2 great ones that ever went above 2,000 kills, and that was my moose and my Wait a minute, hang on. No, I take that back. Even I had one that got close to 2,000, being the red deer at 1,800. But no, I've only had one that went above 1,000, and that was pheasants. Or 2,000 rather. All the rest of mine was 1,800 or below. My red deer was 1,800. My whitetails are 130 and 5, and then my moose was at 1,200, and then my fallow deer was at 530. So yeah, most of my grinds in pretty short too. Yeah, I know, Colton. That's the fun of it. We're being sarcastic a little bit there, but yeah, but that's the fun of it, man. That's one of the reasons why I love grinding so much, though, is it is so mysterious. There's another beast, guys. Another one of my level 5s. I don't know if he'll make it or not, but that's my other one. Yeah, we don't got nothing else here. We'll move on. Okay, guys, it's now 18 o'clock, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reset time, and then we're going to go around all of my solo zones that I did not get to check, and then we'll go back to our main zones. So we're going to do now we're going to do a herd management run. Just hunt the ponds that need to be managed, and then if we have any time left over, we'll start the grind over on the main zones. But before I forget, let me add that last kill to the count. Alrighty, let's do my menu reset, guys. Just to make sure that everything is here that can be here. Ten of your 13 great ones have been under 1,000k. Dude, that's awesome, man. That's really good luck, Colton. Yeah, I'm out of mine. I'm about the same way though. Like I said, I only have like I think half of my great ones are the sub 1,000, and then the other half is above 1,000. I don't know how many great ones I have actually. See, there's whitetail, moose, red deer, fallow deer, pheasant. So that's what 5 great ones that I have, I think, if I'm not skipping one. If I am, remind me. But out of those, it was the moose, the red deer, the moose, the red deer, and the pheasant. That all made it above. That all made it to 1,000 and above. And then all my other great ones, being my whitetail, my 2 whitetails, and my fallow deer, was all sub 1,000. And my record speed great one is 5. I don't think I'll ever beat that unless I get an initial spawn. But my record for a great one being killed is 5 kills, and that was just discovering a map in Mississippi. The 5th buck that I shot off that map while trying to find my zones, ended up spawning a great one. So that's my record for the fastest great one I've gotten. Oh, okay, that was confusing. Fleeing? No, don't run. Don't run. I need to see what you are. That was my fault, though. I was reading chat instead of paying attention to what I was doing. Shouldn't have spooked the other side, though. 2, 3. All these look like they're fine. I believe that's a doe behind that guy. That's a good one to leave. That one's fine. Okay, so we know that we spooked 1 buck out of this zone. I don't know what he was. So I will have to check this zone again later, but for now it looks like everything is fine on this zone. Let's go down here to this pond. I do sometimes get solos in that pond that was above us right there, but it's a very rare thing. So we'll probably wait until after our next main grind or after our next couple of grinds before I go check it, because that's a rare pond to ever get. Like, I've only ever had 1 buck on that pond, and all the time I put into this map. Now, guys, I will say that I would like to stream on my birthday, but I'll have to see what's going on that day. We might have to do my birthday stream the day after the day before, but we'll figure it out. It is on the 14th, so we'll see what's going on. If I'm able to stream that day, we'll do a birthday stream. If not, we'll do like an early birthday stream or a late one. I'll celebrate my birthday with you guys at some point that week. Where are my deer at? Like, I'm hearing them. I just don't see them. On that side, no. Oh, they were tucked up here in the corner today. Oh, we do got a solo in here. Okay, how far are they? That's an easy shot. As long as I make it count. Yeah, buddy. What are the rest of them? Okay, those are goats. Alright, so we just got 1 here. That's great. I love seeing just 1. This zone took forever to manage down, guys. I don't know if you guys remember that stream we did, but there was so many big bucks on this pond, and I did not want this pond just simply because of the fact that it's not frozen. But it took so long to get these bucks to behave. 14 days until you go on vacation, Colton. Where are you going, man? That's awesome, man. It's a cool looking little deer. Ah. I hope they fix that. That's a little bug that's with the place waypoint thing. Oh, dude, that sounds like so much fun. Yeah, my parents, they just got back from going on a cruise. They went down to the Florida Keys and then down to, I can't remember where they went for some reason, but they cruised from Florida down to wherever they went. For some reason, it's escaping me right now. But that water down there where they were was just so blue, man. My parents, they had the life where they went. I have a couple level 5s on this pawn, but both of them don't act normal. Neither buck is reliably here. Sometimes they're here and sometimes they ain't. So whenever it comes time for me to shoot my level 5s, I'm going to have to just hope and pray and have all my fingers crossed that they're going to be here when time comes. Because usually I come down here and for whatever reason, that doe is usually here without the level 5. And then on this side, I have another level 5, that the first place I looked at whenever I came here. And that level 5 is just rarely ever here at all. He's here, like he's definitely at this pond, but he doesn't. But I don't know what time of day he gets here. He's been here both in the morning and in the evening, so I don't know. 5'7", Colton. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm 5'7". I'm a little guy. I ain't no midget, but I ain't tall either. Does that guy have a... I think I shot a little high. No! I messed that guy up, I think. But I don't know if they have melanistics or not. I know they have black, but that guy didn't have a white nose. That guy had a black nose. I think I may have screwed him up if he's a mela. I don't know if they have them or not. Do bighorn sheep have melanistic, Colton, that you know of? Because I do know that guy did not have a white nose, and they usually have a white nose if it's black. That's a mela and I screwed it up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I found 3 piebald moose and 1 melanistic of my ram on my map so far, as initial spawns. And I screwed up my ram. That figures. I think I shot a little too high. I think I got him in the spine. Or I may have missed everything. Oh, nice, Colton. Yeah, melanistic, and I screwed him up. I'm gonna keep him though. Yeah, I knew I shot way too high. I was excited, and I pulled up on my gun, and I shot too high. But I'll still tax him. That's awesome, man. Melanistic goat. I didn't even mean to hunt this place. I'm gonna save that clip. I'll turn it into a short later, probably. Honestly, I didn't even mean to run down here. I meant to run up to this other pond to check for herd management. And, just went down there instead. I guess it was just destined for me to find that thing. No, airball means I would have missed, man. This is more like a rim out. It means I made the shot count, but it rolled out of the hoop. That's the way I'd describe that one, Colton. Airball means I would have missed him entirely. This one was more of a rim out. I'm still happy I got him, though. At least he wasn't a diamond or a super rare. If he was a diamond or a super rare or a gold, even, then I would have been a little bit more gutted. But that guy, I think would have made like a big silver. I don't think he was big enough to be a gold. So I'm not too gutted by that one. I'm just glad I got him. Yeah, that's like the only way you can tell if it's a melanistic is look at the nose. Because the black fur type, they all have white noses. And if it has a black nose, you know it's a mela. More like a brick? I guess you can see it that way, where the ball gets stuck in the rim. I guess you can kind of see that. But I find it more of a rim out, but I don't know. Oh, no. Now think about it, Colton. I think yours is a little bit more on point, actually, because yeah, if it means that you got the ball in the right vicinity and it stayed there, and it didn't miss at all. I don't know. I guess both ways could be actually correct. I'm just brainstorming now at this point. Okay, I don't think anything would be over here, but I do every so often get a solo on that pond, or that's other than the one that's currently there. So we'll go check it out. I think I also want to check out this tiny little pond. I'm going to have to move this tent. I keep getting stuck in it. I'll do it later, though. But I'm also wanting to check this little pond right here, too, because I don't know how far away it is from me. Yeah, it's too close. But I'm going to have to check that pond another time, so that way I can see if there's anything down there. I think I've only got two bucks on that pond, and I think and I know they're both level 2s. But I don't know if that's a solo zone where other bucks can join in too or not. Yeah, Colton, I've had that happen to me several times. I used to have a goal that was meant for dunking, and we actually made it low on purpose when we were kids, just so we could dunk on it. And one of my cousins went to dunk it one time and bricked it through a dunk, like he just bricked it right into the side. He's trying to do a dunk from the side of the hoop, and he ended up just putting it right into that little corner, and got it stuck. And then I've bricked it a few times while just shooting like you did. I used to be a mean 3-point shot whenever I was in high school. I didn't play basketball for the team or nothing, but I could hit half-court shots about 50% of the time I tried because I've regularly practiced them, and I was a really good 3-point shot. My mom was also a superstar whenever she was in high school, like literally. She played on our high school basketball team, and she was the star of the team. Sadly, she tore her ACL real bad. I believe it was her ACL, to the point to where she couldn't play anymore afterwards. But she'd still play some rounds of horse with us from time to time, and she was so good, even not playing professional, not playing on the team anymore. My mom was always a really good shot. You're better at football? Yeah. I never really liked football too much. I mainly just watched the Super Bowl for the commercials. But here lately I've gotten kind of more into it in a way, but I don't really have a way of watching it. So I can't really watch football. Me and my cousins used to play two-hand touch all the time though. We never tackled. We never played tackle though. I guess you could say that we just didn't like getting tackled. Any of us did, so we just rather play two-hand touch. But I was really good. I was a good quarterback though. I played baseball back then too, and I'm on a team. And I had a really good arm on me at a young age. My coach was actually so impressed with my fastball that he had me and another one of our teammates throw a fastball down something that could tell us how fast we were throwing. And at 11 years old, I could throw a fastball at him. I believe it was like, I want to say it was like 83 miles an hour, which for a kid that's actually really fast. So I could throw like 83-mile-an-hour fastball at 11 years old. And then the other kid that I pitched that was always like I only played kids pitch for 1 year, but me and this other kid were on the same team for like 2 years straight. And me and him were always like just playfully competitive with each other. And that year we competed so hard for MVP against one another, and he got MVP off one more strikeout than me. He ended the season, I think, with like 33 strikeouts, and I ended the season with 32. And the MVP pitcher would always be chosen by whoever got the most strikeouts. I could only throw a changeup and a fastball, but the guy that I was going against could throw a fastball, a changeup, a slider, and I think he even could throw a knuckleball from time to time. So I had a pretty steep competition trying to get the MVP from him. But I had such a way of changing up speeds with my fastball and my changeup, it was really hard for people to keep up with me. I was very creative with it. Your school banned tackle? I've never heard of a school banning tackle, man. Is there like a story behind that or something? Did something happen? I've never went around this way. I think I'm actually just going to put a marker here and just go from the house. This is going to be our last pond I'm going to check, guys, and then we're going to go back to our main zones, and we're going to do a main menu reset so nothing spooked, and we're going to go back to our main zones and start and grind them another run or two. What's up, Henry? They may have suspended tackle. Thinking about that, Henry. I don't know if they actually, like, banned it. But I've never heard of a kid. I mean, I was in high school, and we had concussion. We had kids that got concussions all the time, and they never banned tackle even after that. So I don't know what happened there, Colton. There has to be something more than just the fact that someone got a concussion. But anyways, Henry, welcome to my stream, man. I hope you're doing well today. I have over 3,300 hours in the game, and one of every great one except the whitetail, which I have 2 of. And then Colton's really educated too, so if you have any questions for us, feel free to ask. But otherwise, just make yourself at home and chat, man. Keep it family friendly. We'll be happy to talk to you. Also, like and subscribe if you enjoy the stream today. I'd really appreciate the support as we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. I try to stream about 2 to 3 times a week, and they're usually about 4 hours a piece. Usually, sometimes they might have to be a little bit shorter if I'm more busy on other weeks, but I usually tend to stream the game more than I do make content for it. And I'm mainly a grinder. Yeah, man, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, Colton, I think that's a special case there, man, because I don't know. I mean, you definitely could be right in what you're saying, but I'm thinking that you might have a misunderstanding there, because I don't think that I've ever heard of tackle getting completely banned. I have heard where someone got dramatically hurt, and like there's a rivalry team that went up against each other in my high school, and they usually got into fights a lot. And they warned everybody that if they got into any fights, they would suspend both teams from playing. But I've never heard of actually just tackle itself being suspended. That's actually kind of interesting. I've never heard of that. But I hope the kid's okay, whoever got hurt. Oh, good. That's either from the pond over there, or else that's the one that's over here. And if that's the one that's over here, that's good. I'm pretty sure that guy's coming over to this pond, which means that's a solo here. That's awesome. Okay, so we're good there. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and reset time and do a main menu reset, and then we're going to go back to our main zones and grind them a little bit. Because we've now shot out all the solo zones, so we're going to go ahead and reset time and everything. I'm doing good, Henry. I'm doing good, man. Doing really, really good. Just trying to get my first great one mule deer. We're at 120 kills in right now. We're doing herd management in the main grind. We got 6 level 5s on the map right now, so six of them that have a high chance of making diamond. I think 2 of them are guaranteed diamonds. So we're doing really good, man, on the grind. And then before we grinded. I found 2 female moose that were piebald, and yesterday I found a male moose that was also piebald, and I have the short of him. I shot him behind a tree while he was quartering and somehow got the vital, and it was a pretty incredible shot. And then we got a melanistic ram a few minutes ago. We went down to a pond that I actually didn't even mean to go to, and had a little level 3 bighorn that came in front of us, and it was melanistic. As far as mule deer go, we don't have any trophies just yet, as far as rares, but we're doing good overall, man. That's a nice ram. Ain't no diamond. Buddy, get out of here. I don't know if this is a solo or not. That's what worries me about shooting these out of main zones, guys, is that you never know if you got a solo that's came into your main zone or not. But I don't want him here, so we're going to go for it. Okay, so we did get him. Got him too. Woo, that's a big boy. 291 estimate on that guy. I'm gonna leave him alone. He ain't a diamond, but that's I'm not gonna leave him alone. I mean, I'm just trying to. That's a big boy. I get so excited over big racks, man. Yes, Henry. I do hunt in real life. I'm in the state of Kentucky, so where I live, it's mainly just squirrels, turkeys, and whitetail. But yes, I do hunt in real life, and I also fish in real life. I've been fishing since I was about 4 years old on my own, and I've been deer hunting since I was legal to do so on my own. But yes, I love hunting and fishing both. They've been something I've been doing my entire life. I also use herd management on every single one of my grinds. I'm a very, very dedicated herd management grinder. And also, my fastest great one I've ever got was 5 kills. I was just discovering the map of Mississippi, and the 5th buck that I shot, whitetail, came back as a great one. So, and then my other great one, whitetail, is 130 kills. So those are my 2 shortest grinds. And then I have my fallow deer at 530. I have my moose at 1200, my red deer at 1800, and then my longest grind to date was the pheasant at 3700. And the two people that are my inspiration for this is Scarecrow and Flinter. I love Scarecrow's knowledge and the way that he grinds for animals, and I love Flinter's knowledge of the game and everything that he has to offer too as a content creator. Do I hunt for birds? The only bird I hunt for is unfortunately turkeys. My cousin hunts for ducks, or at least he used to. But I think that he was the only one in my family that actually bird hunted. Well, these guys didn't come back. Interesting. Yeah, Scarecrow's amazing, man. Yeah, Scarecrow was the one that I actually didn't. So a little bit of background to me, Henry. I actually used to just be a free roamer, and I didn't even know grinding or great ones was a thing until about 2021. In 2021, I discovered Scarecrow's channel, and whenever I saw that there was great ones in the game, and I played the game since launch, and just I never looked at anything from expensive worlds or anything, so I just didn't know that there was great ones, and I just knew there was diamonds and rares. So, excuse me, once I found Scarecrow's channel and saw that there was in fact great ones in the game, I immediately just started grinding, and that's what I've been doing ever since for the past 3 years. So it took me 3 years to get the great ones that I've got, but I just started streaming, I think, a year and a half ago. I think September makes 2 full years since I've done YouTube. I believe September the 11th. No, not 11th. It's September 1st. September 1st would be my 2-year mark, because I wanted my channel to start in deer season for Kentucky, and deer season is always the first weekend of September. So it would have been whatever the first weekend was in that year, but I couldn't tell you what it would be right now. So I'm just gonna go with September 1st for my channel. My channel started several years ago whenever I made concerts and stuff, but for hunting content and video game stuff, I started a year and a half ago, which I guess it's more than a year and a half now, since I'm coming up on my anniversary. So what about you, man? Do you grind or do you play the game any? I'm sure you do by the way you're talking, but what's your play style? Do you free roam or do you grind or both? I do free roaming in my free time and whenever I'm just kind of wanting to chill and just try to hunt. And then if I feel like that I'm wanting to try to get a great one, obviously I grind. But it's kind of my thing. Okay, so these deer ain't here, which is going to be okay for me because that gives me an opportunity to come down here and check this pond out. We're going to run down there, guys, real quick and just see if there's any solos down here in this pond. I don't think there will be, but I just want to make sure. I know I have 2 bucks down here that are level 2s. I just don't know if they can go anywhere else. Also, Henry, if you play PlayStation, this will be returning in August. But I usually every 3 weeks I do a live stream where you guys can actually come in and hunt with me on one of my multiplayer maps, as I have some that are not discovered. And we all get to hunt together via open mics and everything. So if you're on PlayStation, you can feel free to join us on those days. It is a first come first served basis. So if the map is full, you will have to wait on other people to leave. But other than that, though, it's a fun time, and we all get to hunt together and talk and everything. So, wait, where are these deer coming from? Oh, I bet this is the zone behind me. Yeah, I bet this is the zone that's behind me. Well, that's okay. We'll just take our time. I need to see what's over here. I don't want to shoot that level 2. I know I just looked at one, but I don't want to shoot it without knowing if it's down here. Because I got both of these ponds side by side, and without knowing which group he belongs to, I just don't want to shoot that. But they're coming this way, so I'm assuming they're at this pond. But again, guys, I just without them being here initially, I'm just not going to try it. Oh, nice, Henry. Beaver grind sounds kind of cool, man. I never heard of anybody doing a grind for beavers until just now. That's a good idea. There is no set time and date just yet, man. I have an announcement to make everybody concerning the remainder of the year on my channel on the 15th. I'm going to try to make it around the 15th at least. I'm going to record a video, and I'm also going to put a post out for everybody who doesn't watch the video. But I don't have social medias right now, so make sure that you go to the community tab and under my post section if you're wanting to check to see what's going on in my channel. I try to keep you guys updated that way. But starting in August, I think that we're going to do it maybe 2 times a month where we're going to play together. And then in between, I'll be doing other stuff. And I'll let you guys know what that other stuff is as soon as I can. But usually it starts at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, if Eastern Standard Time, and then it'll end at 6 o'clock. It's usually a 6-hour stream. So that way everybody has a chance to come in and hunt with us and whatnot. Very true, Henry. Yeah, it's a very fun game, man. And if you're interested in playing with us, Henry, make sure that you go to my Call of the Wild videos and scroll down until you can see until you see the multiplayer video, and make sure you watch that so that way you know what the rules are. Just to recap some of the main ones, just give everybody their space. Don't get around anybody without their permission and hunt with them. Just keep to your own self and just hunt your own animals. And we all try to keep the mics open, so I'm gonna try not so that way I can talk to everybody. So try not to fight other people for the mic in order to talk to me, and just let me know if you find anything special and stuff like that, or if you have any questions. But that's about the only rules I really have. Is just be respectful of others. Don't hunt around anybody else, so that way you don't cause any pressure or destroy other people's hunts. And don't fight over the mic. That's the main 3 big ones. Whoop, oh, I didn't mean to shoot that time. I thought I was out of ammo. I thought I was out of ammo there, and I was trying to use the fire button to reload my gun. I wasn't counting my bullets. What are you? There we go. Oh, you're fine, Henry, man. I just appreciate you being here, buddy. Just make sure you have your make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so that way you can be here for my streams and stuff. After today's stream, I'm probably not going to stream anymore this week. As my wife is and everybody's going to be off for 4th of July and stuff, but I'll return next week. And if anything cool happens during the grind between now and then, I'll also be making shorts and stuff for you guys. Because I will be grinding off stream as long as I feel like doing it. Hey, Colton, I don't know if you've been watching close enough, man, or Henry, either one of you guys. I just now realized I forgot to count my kills, guys. I just need to know if you guys remember if I killed 2 or 3 out of this zone, because we didn't shoot any of the other zones because the animals weren't there. But do you guys remember if I shot 2 or 3 off that first zone? I forgot to add them. I know it's one or the other, but I think it was 2. What's my favorite map, Henry? My favorite map right now, honestly, I'm not sure. I love this one to death. Out of Medved and this map, this one is definitely my favorite snow map. As far as like free roaming and everything, I really don't know at the moment. This map is really still in my heart. I've got to say it's probably a Ski Ridge. I really love this map to death. But I also really like Emerald Coast. I love Revontuli. And I'm trying to think. What's another good map? Silver Ridge Peaks is amazing. So yeah, those are my 3 favorite maps in the game, probably. Emerald Coast, Revontuli, Ski Ridge, and Silver Ridge Peaks. Probably my favorite. You think 2, Colton? Or Henry, sorry. Okay. So I'll go ahead then. That was 3 there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 5. If we're off by 1 or 2, that's not that big of a deal. But that's gonna put us at 125, guys. Let me make sure my dog doesn't smell any other blood. Yeah, luckily those 2 bucks died side by side, so that's handy for us. Okay. Yeah, Henry, that's a good point. And Rocky Mountain elk are my favorite North American game animal. And I'm really, really wanting that to be the next great one. After this mule deer, I'm really wanting an elk. And I really don't care what species. I just want an elk great one. I'm hoping for Rocky Mountain. That's what I'm really hoping for. Is that they give them a 3rd great one to Silver Ridge Peaks, and I would love to see the Rocky Mountain elk be the next great one. So that's my hopes for the game. What the? Oh. Okay, I think he teleported, because I don't know what happened there. But I will say, though, Henry, my favorite map of all time to grind on right now, I mean, honestly, it probably is a Ski Ridge. Because even though I've only grinded for 1 great one, which is the mule deer, I've just got to say the way the map looks, its beauty, and overall game, a game that's here on this map, it's just amazing. I mean, it has so many great ones you can grind for on this map, even though some of them will be easier than others. And just its beauty in general is just what's so my heart about this map. I've always had a thing for snowy and rainy maps on the old hunting games, and I've always loved Medved, even though I think it should have been, even though it feels like it's up in your face a little bit of the thickness of the map. But yeah, this is like a perfectly balanced snow map, and it's becoming my favorite map on the game, honestly. I will say Emerald Coast is still giving it a run for its money, though. I absolutely love Emerald Coast as a free roaming map. As far as a grinding map is concerned, I would still say Revontuli, Teawara, and then this one are probably the top 3 for me right now. And that's not in a particular order, by the way. How do you make enough money to start grinding? So you can actually grind at any time. I am planning at some point. I mean, I keep saying this, but honestly, I don't know when I'm going to do it because it's hard for me to find time to record any videos. But I am planning on doing a beginner guide for everybody, and also Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. I do have ADHD, and I do get tongue-tied, so just overlook me if you hear me doing it. But I am planning on doing some guides for everybody, so like Great One guides as well as like beginner guides. I mean, I am planning on doing that. The best tip that I can give you if you're a beginner to the game is learn the animals, where the vitals are for the animal. And what you want to do is you want to stack your ammunition. So at the very beginning of the game, don't spend money on anything for the first while until you can get until you can get yourself to 100 bullets. Because that gives you 100 shots, and as long as you make them count, you have nothing else to spend money on besides ammunition. And then eventually, as you keep doing this, you're going to eventually make enough money for like your binoculars and whatever else you need. Dude, that's awesome. We got $2 we can leave here now. That's awesome. But anyways, so once you've made enough money to get your equipment like your sights and scopes, do it again. Save up until you save your ammunition to 500 bullets. Once you get to 500 bullets, again, you're gonna have 500 shots at this point. And then as long as you make them count, you have nothing else to spend money on. So you're just gonna keep saving money. Once you eventually have all the weapons and all the equipment that you need, like your binoculars and your scopes and whatnot, Henry, at that point, all you're going to be spending money on is ammo. And that's how I'm able to get to 1,000 bullets right now. That's how I'm able to be in the millions as far as how much money I have on the game, is literally stacking your ammunition and being smart with your purchases. So the first thing I focus on is ammo. So whenever I started the game, I wanted to spend all my money on the bullets until I got to 100. And then what I would do is that I would shoot them down until I got down to like 20 or 30 bullets, and then refill it to 100 again. But by that time, you've already killed what, 70, 80 animals, and I was on Teawara, so I was actually grinding animals at that time. I was grinding for the red deer, I believe, or the fallow deer one. And every time that you shoot one of those animals, it's $1,000 a pop. So you're making that ammunition back up that you spent money on, plus anything extra that goes over. So that is my best advice I can give anybody. And it's easier to show you through video, I know it would be, but that's the best way I can explain it in words. Is save up money, buy ammunition, save up money, buy ammunition. And then once you're able to get to the 100, then you can save up money for a scope or for binoculars, whatever you want to do. And then save up ammunition again. And then from there, you get the point. Whoops, shot over that one's back. Hopefully that helps you that time. There we go. And go ahead and add those last 4 kills, guys. I nearly forgot to count again. I'm not used to counting, by the way, guys. I usually, whenever I'm grinding, I'll just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. I only like do counting whenever I'm on my first Great One grind. Most of the time, any other grinds I do, I just won't count. I'll just do estimates on them, based on like how many animals are there and how many animals I think I killed. But where this is my first Great One of this species, I'm going to be counting every kill. Nice, Henry, nice. So, Henry, what I would do is also the map I would hunt on if I were you, if you're a beginner to the game, which I think you said you are. Yeah, you played for a year, so you're not really a beginner, so you have a pretty good idea of what to do. But you're the best maps to hunt on if you're willing to get the DLCs. Teawara, Emerald Coast, and Revontuli. And then also, I would also throw in there now a Ski Ridge. Those are probably, and Silver Ridge Peaks. All of those maps that I just mentioned to you are the best money maps in the game, as long as you know what you're hunting for. Revontuli being probably the lesser of them, just simply because if you're not a bird hunter, then you're not going to make that much money where it's just moose and whitetail. But if for big game, all the other maps I mentioned are incredible. So, those are the maps I would focus if I was you, and that's how you make a lot of money. Teawara is my best friend, though. Dude, that is such a big buck. Is that another 5 back there, or is that a big 4? That's a big 4, okay. That is such a big level 5 back there. He's a monster. Let's see, quartering shot, maybe? A little bit risky, but... Oh, we got him. That was a vital shot and a half. Your iPad's on 1%, Henry. Well, if you're still in the stream, man, Try to plug it up real quick if you want to, or if you have to go, I understand, buddy. If you've already left because it died on you, then it's okay. If you are still in the stream, though, make sure you hit the like button for me if you don't mind. It helps support the channel so much. You hit the like button and it shares my stream 50 times around YouTube for me, so it's a really easy way for people to find my channel. It's a nice one. I had to refresh my stream, guys. I'm good now. Well, ran out of ammo. We'll probably be doing some tracking here, guys. I only dropped 2 of these. I shot several bucks, but I only dropped 2. Of course, Duke's on the other side of the map because there's a bug where the animals don't follow you when you fast travel for whatever reason. Yeah, guys, if any of you guys are lurking or anything, or and are having a good time here today, make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Every time that you hit the like button, it does share my stream around the YouTube 50 times per like button hit, so it's a big way to help other people find my channel. And also subscribe if you guys want to see more of these streams and also want a chance to play with me in the future if you're on PlayStation. I'd really appreciate any of the support, guys. Let's see. Duke should be getting here anytime. He's on his way. That was cool. I don't see any dead bucks. Hopefully we killed a few of them at least. That's a big ram. Just 160 though. He ain't in level 4. Alright. Let's get Duke on the case. There's an elk down there somewhere. Level 3. Stuck on the hill, Duke? That's not good. Might have to do this the old-fashioned way then. I don't see any bucks. By that pressure though, it does show that we got a few of them at least. I don't know if we got them all. But the pressure does show that we got at least more than what I shot. Let's see here, guys. Let me add those last 2 bucks just to make sure I did it. Okay. Alright, there's one. Okay. Let's go back to this opening, guys, and I'll let Duke sniff again. If he don't smell anything, then we're just going to say that I got those 3. I don't want to waste too much time tracking whenever I don't know what I've got. What's up, Mag? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We're just grinding some mule deer. 134 kills in. Trying to see if I killed anything else here. Nope. Alright, I think I just got 3 guys. That's fine. Oh no, Mag, you're totally fine, man. I don't know what you're apologizing for, though. You'll have to refresh my memory. Did something happen, or were you just not able to make it? Stupid beavers. Oh yeah, I remember Mag. Yeah, ain't no big deal, man. Like I said, it was a first offense type thing, so I'm not mad at you or anything. And you took it maturely and you made it better, so it's no big deal, buddy. Glad to have you today. Got 1 bullet left. Can I get the last one? Nope, that's not gonna make it. I jerked. Never mind. No way that's gonna hit. But what you been up to, Mag? You been doing anything fun, buddy? You been up to anything good? Nothing, just trapped. I'm guessing you mean like you killed an albino beaver, dude. That's amazing, man. I haven't seen an albino one yet. Honestly, I think I've only shot 1 beaver since the map launched. Honestly, I've mostly been just wanting to focus on the great one. I'm not too big on small game hunting, so that's another reason why I haven't really been beaver hunting much. Just not too interested. Get out of here. Hang on a second, guys. I'm getting a call. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh! You got an albino beaver in real life? Dude. You better mount that thing, dude. That's awesome. You better get like a full body mount of that thing. Just tell your taxidermist to mount the whole thing. Dude, that's so lucky. I've only ever seen one albino anything in my life, and it was an albino squirrel. So yeah, man, I mean, definitely, if you're planning on mounting that thing, I'd get that thing done. Oh, nice, man, nice. Congratulations. Do you know how much he weighed, by the way? I know most people like to weigh their beavers. Did you weigh any beaver? Did you weigh the beaver to see how big he was? Let's see, guys. 1,800. Alright, guys. Mag, I think you're the only one in here with me, but if there is anybody else, guys, like I said, today was going to have to be a short stream. I'm going to continue grinding off stream, guys, in any of my free time if I feel up to it. However, I'm not going to be streaming anymore until next week due to 4th of July. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I do got to go ahead and get off here, unfortunately. I will be trying to be back to 2 to 3 streams next week as long as availability just shows it for me. But yeah, I know, man. I know, Mag. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. But yeah, I do got to go ahead and end the stream today, guys. I just don't have any more time to grind. But I will see you guys next week. Sunday or Monday, I will let out my schedule for the week to let you guys know what days we're streaming on. And guys, remember, either the 13th or 15th, somewhere around that area, I'm going to be letting out a huge announcement for for how I want to handle the channel the rest of the year. Some of you guys might really love this, and some of you guys might not like it too much. But Hunter is not going anywhere, though. We're always going to be playing Hunter Call of the Wild on here. But there is going to be some changes made. But I'll let you guys know that in due time. Either way, guys, have a great 4th of July. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys next week for more grinding. And like I said, if I get any downtime, I'll keep grinding off stream. If I find anything cool, I'll put it into a short for you guys. But I love you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend and a great 4th of July. Take it easy. I'll see you later.